The Mission 1 is a dive computer as well as a reliable, stylish timepiece. With its many features, it has been super helpful to me on land and of course in the ocean. The dive computer. It's an essential gear for scuba diving, but dive computers have been bulky, single-purpose devices, not very friendly and a bit hard on the eyes. They look more at home on a scuba tank than on your arm. They tend to stick out too much for work or for social, like when you're hanging out with your friends. Video shooters and scuba shooters, that's in the past because the time for Mission 1 is now. I'm at the ocean and I'm on a mission to find out how it's like to dive with the Mission 1. The bubbles are bubbling and the sun is shining. Grey-faced Ray getting an early start and a grooming session for ribbon-tail Ray. Let's get to know the Mission 1's display. I love how the display is so clean and well designed. With just a quick glance, I can easily locate what I need to monitor. Your non-decompression limit and safety stop status goes here. This is your depth. Here is the length of your current dive. The temperature is shown here. This is your ascent rate bar. And this is the compass bearing. Once you've marked a desired heading, the Mission 1 will keep track of it via this green circle. The maximum safe ascent rate to the surface is 9 meters per minute. Let's see how the Mission 1 performs on a fast ascent. I'm really shooting upwards here. The ascent rate bar turns red and my ascent rate is displayed. The alarm is triggered and a big slow down warning comes on. The Mission 1's audible alarm was the only one clear enough to be recorded by my camera through the waterproof housing. I could also feel the Mission 1's strong haptic alarm traveling to my camera rig's handle and onto my gloved hand. As for safety stops, I absolutely love how the Mission 1 handles this. The safety stop is very easy to find. There's no second guessing here. This is a code red safety stop and the countdown timer is a striking yellow. Meanwhile, your depth is clearly visible for reference. The all green wordings show that my safety stop is now clear. Now let's look at the accuracy of the Mission 1. Here we see there's minor differences when compared with two other brands. Depth is almost similar. NDL is pretty much the same, but this depends on your conservation settings. The temperature shows a difference of about 1 degree Celsius. Observe the size comparison. The Mission 1 seems to be displaying more crucial data, but it's still the smallest dive computer here. The figures are large and you don't need to squint to figure out what's where. Hey, I want to show you another awesome feature of the Mission 1, and it's the integrated compass. That's the sea and that's shore. Our return heading should be towards shore, so I'll set my heading to point back to shore. Press the select button and navigate to Scuba mode. Enter Scuba mode. Hold the select button. This mode lets you mark your heading. Next, align the Mission 1 to your desired heading, in this case the shore. Then, press the up button to set the heading. The green circle will always point towards your heading. Let's go navigate under the sea! Let's get on the boat and take this into the ocean. All of a sudden, the sky opened up and the sea became choppy. It's raining quite heavily right now. We're going to test out the continuously operational integrated digital compass of the Mission 1. We're going to mark our bearings and do a bit of navigation with it. It's raining upstairs, but down here it's scuba love. A lone juvenile squid says hello. Coral polyps seem to beckon. The gills on a nudibranch. A cuttlefish changes into a more effective disguise. And I sneak a peek under a barrel jellyfish. The ocean is amazing. But it can also become a maze. Let's break out the compass. In scuba mode, my compass bearing is always displayed. Press and hold the select button to begin marking. point the Mission 1 towards your heading and press the up button to mark it. The green circle will pop out to show you your way back. Your bearing is also indicated here. Well, what about night dives then? This is about night operations at sea with the Mission 1. Welcome to the night dive. This is how the ocean looks like at night. Black. It's now more mysterious than ever and sinister. That's a herd of sea urchins. The dive torch is now an essential gear because even denizens of the deep make mistakes. Ouch! You'd think with those big adorable eyes that porcupine fish would have avoided those needle-like spines. Obviously, we don't want to go bumping into anything at night, which is why the wrist activation of the Mission 1 is so helpful. Just angle your wrist and the backlight comes on. So, how did we do on backlight? The Mission 1 has the strongest backlight among these two dive computers. It's supplying me with vital info at a glance even in the darkness. I was free to enjoy this darkened paradise. What have we here? Clear the way for the electric ray. Oh, here's our little friend from earlier in the day. He's bolder at night and hungry for the sea worms attracted to my video lights. A solitary lionfish tries to dazzle me with its fan-shaped pectoral fins, but ends up being tossed around by the current. Most of us use a map app to discover places, but if you're in the middle of nowhere, with no roads or traffic, the Mission 1 uses GPS to add not only dive sites, but any location you specify to its list. I have just found the perfect spot for aerial videography, and I'm going to add this site onto my Mission 1 for future visits. Press the menu button and select Scuba. Next, select Dive Site and click Add. The display will show your current site's GPS coordinates. Click Add again. There you go, the site has been added to your list. To select your site, go to My List and choose it. Once you click Go, and this is so cool, your destination will be marked with a red circle with a red line stretching out to indicate the heading. Your proximity to the destination will be shown in meters. This is really exciting. My dive computer is like a treasure locator, showing me that the red circle marks the spot and it's updating in real time. Check this out. Watch the distance reduce as I get closer to my destination. My site is about 78 meters over that hill. As video shooters, photographers and drone shooters, we are light chasers. We endeavor to maximize the magic hour. On my wrist, I have precise sunrise and sunset times that's constantly updating based on where I am on the planet. How cool is that? To display the sunrise and sunset times, make sure your Mission 1 is on watch mode. Press the down button once and you'll see the sunrise and sunset times. The Mission 1 has smartphone-like features which lets you receive messages from social media like Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp and WeChat. It also notifies you of incoming phone calls. If you've been tirelessly logging your dives manually but wish there was an easier way, the Mission 1 has got you covered. Once you've synced the Mission 1 with your smartphone, it automatically uploads your dives to the Atmos app, where you can review each dive in detail. Certain parameters can be edited like the weather, wave, current, visibility, your starting air pressure, its volume, and remaining air after your dive. The Mission 1, With just one device, it's a dive computer, a compass, a watch with smartphone connectivity, and it's saltwater proof. Video shooters and scuba shooters and free divers, I'm sure the Mission 1 will be a worthy companion on your adventures. Support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, like our videos and follow us on Instagram. We wish you a fun and safe dive. Gear up, go out there and shoot it great!